Today on Tool Nerds, we're going to cover the Ring Doorbell version 1 battery life. We got this device about 3 months ago, and about a month and a half ago, the device decided it was going to stop working. So we dug into it, pulled the device off the wall, brought it downstairs, charged it up. Everything seemed to work fine. It was just that the battery had died. Reached out to Ring Doorbell on their chat support, and after about an hour and a half of conversation, we found out that the Ring Doorbell has a 6 month battery life under normal conditions and normal usage. So after a bunch of dialogue back and forth, I was like, what is normal usage? So about 10 minutes later, the tech came back with a document stating that normal usage was between 750 and 1,000 events. Then I was like, well, what's an event? And an event is classified with them as anything that would make this doorbell activated. So a live view, a push of the button, any kind of motion, if the motion is turned on, would cause this to start to drain the battery. And that makes sense. The part that they don't quite explain on the box or on the advertising is that 6 to 12 months isn't a time frame, it's a normal usage event. And they expect you to have about 750 to 1,000 events in total over that time frame, which is kind of interesting or slightly fraudulent advertising, because nowhere on the box or on the website can you find that it's a events driven kind of application. The next thing that we covered was when I was talking to them he sent me an interesting document that these devices don't seem to do very well in the cold. So he sent a document off saying that at 36 degrees, the battery might not hold charge efficiently, resulting in the battery having to be charged more frequently. At 32 degrees, which is 4 degrees lower in temperature, the hardware may not charge at all. The battery might not charge even in a hardwire configuration situation, which I thought was really, really interesting. And at -5 degrees, the battery might stop working completely and the device might be useless. So we live here in the Northeast. We're going into winter now. It's already 30s to 40s out. We get down into the teens and below zero on a regular basis. So he sent another document which explained that they recommend to bring the device inside in colder temperatures, as well as to keep it fully charged at all times by bringing it in, charging it, and putting it back out almost on a daily basis whenever the temperature was to drop off. This is a doorbell, and that's what it needs to be, a doorbell. I don't want to have to think about my doorbell. I don't want to have it as part of my daily routine to check the battery. One of the recommendations is to check your monitor and check the temperature versus the charge on a daily basis to see where the device is at. To me, that's a little bit much for a doorbell. If this was a home security device of some kind and I knew I needed to be monitoring the uptime, I might be more willing to adapt and to can keep up to speed with what my device is doing. But as far as my doorbell, not so much. We have a hardwired video surveillance system in the house and outside the house, and we were going to add this to allow us to have a little more flexibility and a little more information, because the hardwired device, a hardwired system, doesn't notify you if there's movement. You have to actually log in and play back and review video for movement. So we wanted to make something that was a little more user-friendly, a little more modern, and we thought this might be the device for us. So again, we've had it in for 3 months, a month and a half of useful time on it before you have to pull it down and charge it. This was installed at the top of about 12 to 15 stairs. We had potted plants with just normal plantings on those stairs. We also had an apple tree right across the walkway from the stairs, and had the device set for about 20 or so feet, and it was picking up the movement of the leaves and of the tree. So suggestion from the tech was to lower that distance to 5 or 10 feet, really pull it back as close as we possibly can, which kind of defeats the purpose of having it. We could also move the potted plants, cut the tree down, things like that, which we'll see how that goes. It will be interesting to see how this device performs with the colder weather coming in. It's fully charged right now. It's going to go back out tomorrow morning and be reinstalled with a closer distance on the motion. And we'll see how this thing performs as these temperatures are now dropping consistently into the 40s and pretty soon down into the 30s. Overall, the build quality, I would say it's a 5 out of 5 star. The ease of use, ease of install, I would say 4 out of 5 star. I would say the video quality and the motion detection is a 3 to 4, high 3s, low 4s, star out of 5 star. I would say the battery life is definitely one of those things which I consider to be probably a 2 to 3 star. And the fact that they don't tell you in the way they advertise it as 6 to 12 months, with even their text saying that the advertising is not up to par or clear, and it's difficult to understand the useful life of this before charge. I'd give that a 1 star. Honestly, Ring really disappointed me with that. If this was our only doorbell, I would say let's get another device in there, but it's not. This was going to be a backup to our house, and we wanted to try it out on the battery operation. We could also try it out with the hard wiring, but again, based on what they're saying with the cold weather, anything below 32 degrees, even the hard wiring probably won't charge this battery. So overall, that's the Ring Doorbell. Interesting little device, fairly well built. Some cons which might make this a device that you might not want to buy, just depending on your application. So if you like this video, please like it and share it. It really does help us out. Also, if you have any comments or questions, please post them below. We do try to get back to our comments and questions on a regular basis. Also, check out toolnerds.com. We've put hundreds, actually tens of thousands of hours into building out the site, and we've done about 500 or so product reviews to date. If you have any questions about a particular product that you want reviewed, also send it over there. We might be able to get it in the queue where we buy the product, play with it, break it, dismantle it, see what's inside it, see how it compares to its competitors. We're trying to give unbiased, unsponsored reviews to things. So if you want an unbiased personal opinion on a product, please let me know, and I'll do my best to do that for you. Again, thank you very much for watching the video, and hope to see you on the next one. Thanks.